And tens of thousands of those fans have their cheese heads on, and it filled the stands of historic Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Ball teed up, Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And here we go from Lambeau. It's Keyshawn Nixon with the return. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Set, ready.
Love throwing to start us off. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Throw, 10.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Steel, black. Blue is striking. Fury, yellow. Hut.
Love from the gun. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Pretty easy to see here. He just simply takes off before he gets full possession, and that is a drop. It's kind of like when a receiver gets a handoff. You got to secure the ball first before you can make anything else happen.
Ready, ready.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down.
6, mega. Ultra, ultra. Hut, hut.
Shotgun now for Love. Taken in by Downs. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll be 1st down, Packers.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Set.
Throwing on 1st down, Love. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Pass was thrown for Christian Watson. And it sets up 2nd down.
Set, hut.
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Come on, set. Claws red. Drill green. Blaster, 6. Set, hut.
Love out of the shotgun. That's into the hands of Downs. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Running on 1st here with Jacobs. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Hut, hut.
From the 31. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there. Looking for the back that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Here we go, here we go. Black shot. Ready? Go.
Throwing his love on third. Taking a big shot for the end zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is, if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth.
Set. Ready.
Fakes the handoff, now Love. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Deron Bland has it. And the Cowboys have an early opportunity after the interception on the game's first series. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. So through one, this game, more for you defensive maestros out there. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They have 2nd down and 5. Right up the gut. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Edgerrin Cooper there to make the stop. That's the rookie from Texas A&M who took him down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. They give it to him again. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Pick up a 5 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Rashawn Gary with that tackle. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Dak now from the gun. Brought in right side. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. Breaks the tackle, still going. We're working a couple of yards past the line. Devon Bullard bringing that play to an end. That run good for a gain of 2, and just like that, we've hit our 2-minute warning. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. He's on the move. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, 1st sack on the board on the 1st drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know Pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Let's see what they went with on third down.
Here we go.
From the gun is Prescott. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. The Packers take their first time out, as they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Lengthy fourth down try here. They need 6.
Yeah! Here we go.
They're going for it. Here's Prescott. He finds him beyond the marker. That'll be the first and more. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's first and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try and punch it in. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. The defense takes its third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come. We call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, kept them in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. Third and goal.
Yeah! Here we go.
Dak off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. And he can't escape. The Packers drop him. And they're going to have to regroup after this one.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with the quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
Gay's kick is good. And that will get them on the board.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Return starts at the 3. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Back to throw it. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
Okay, ready?
Here comes the final play of our first half.
52 blaster. Here we go. Slice blue. Smash red. Ready.
A final throw before the break. He puts some power on a deep one left. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. On now is McManus to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Hand off to the back. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Yeah, here we go. Wait, take.
Prescott here from the gun. On target to his back, Rico Dowdle. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
There we go. Right take.
Prescott now to throw on 3rd down. Forced out to his right. Catch is made down the right sideline. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
First down, ball at the 36.
There we go. Under.
Blown back, gets the handoff. And is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Yeah, here we go. Right take. Sway.
Another carry for him. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
That offensive line and that O-line coach got to look at those pictures and figure something out. Because you cannot let a defensive tackle defeat your block at the point of attack, or you're going to get a negative run time after time.
Prescott now on 3rd down. He completes it in traffic. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Gay's kick is good. And another field goal makes it 6-0 for him.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Nixon now to return it. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Here we go. Set, go.
Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Second down now, 7 to go.
10 cycles.
So we're through 3 here. It's Packers football, and they know what they need to do, trailing here in the 4th. Second down now, 7 to go.
Set, ready.
From the 34. Hauled in by Musgrave. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Cut by Jacobs.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, kid, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Go now.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. This finds Dobbs. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Set, hut.
3rd and 4 coming up now.
Hut, hut. Ready.
Looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
17. Hut.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He's got it to his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. One of their best play calls of this game, Brock. Nets him 17 yards on 4th down and gets them the first.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Hut, go. Hut, hut.
Loves to throw again. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Packers down by a touchdown. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Let's go. Set.
From the 23. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. And that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
Set, hut.
Throwing now. Cut near the goal line. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. 1st and goal. They've got 4 chances to tie this one up.
Here we go. Here we go. Green Jack. Hut, hut.
Jacobs. Can't push it across. They make the stand, and looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Set. Rail. Yellow. Ready. Go.
Here he is to throw. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal.
Down.
They motion the tight end over.
Ready.
Here he is to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Deron Bland has it. And he's out the clear. The 30. The 10. And this one may be out of reach now because the defense comes through with 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
So they didn't call on him following the touchdown, but they do call on him here as he sends this away. Starting from the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Drill, 52. Seal, black. Set.
Love back to it after the pick. And he'll be touched down after a big play.
Hurry, hurry.
The Packers trying to hurry to the line.
Blue strike.
Packers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready, ready.
Thrown on 1st down, Love. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Deron Bland has it. And the Cowboys get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right? You watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see. QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
Yeah, here we go. Where take? Where? Kill. 40.
Here's a give up the middle. And he runs this down to around the 12-yard line. The Packers take their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6.
Yeah, here we go. I think.
To throw, Prescott. He has the first over the middle. Touchdown, Dallas. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominant.
Oh, 911. I just caught a body.
Too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due.